Australia's oyster industry was plunged into crisis 3 years ago when a deadly disease devastated stocks in Tasmania. Farmers are recovering, but one of the state's leading suppliers predicts it could be another year before production returns to normal levels.
At his farm in southern Tasmania, Josh Polk is grading oysters to return to the water for on-growing. In these hard times, every oyster counts.
We're trying to get a little bit more fat coverage on that. The meat to shell's reasonable on it, but we'd like to see that nice and creamy rather than glassy.
Pacific oyster mortality syndrome, POMS, struck Tasmanian farms in early 2016. Activated by warm water, the virus spread quickly and oysters started dying in their millions, leaving growers shell-shocked.
The Australian people have never seen such a shortage of oysters before. It was unheard of.
Before POMS hit, Tas Prime Oysters dealt 800,000 dozen oysters annually. The virus wiped out 70% of their stocks.
It was pretty worrying at the time, we weren't sure if we were going to survive.
Oysters started sliding off restaurant menus due to inconsistent supply. The shell shortage sending prices soaring.
The price of oysters immediately went up by about 30%.
Workers were turned away too, as farms struggled to stay afloat.
We had 11 full-time staff, and to survive, we had to reduce our costs dramatically, and labour was one of those costs. So we went down to 4 full-time staff after that.
More than $5 million has been spent on research programs to breed POMS-resistant oysters. While the disease threat remains, early research success, particularly in young oysters, is giving farmers the confidence to carry on. Tas Prime Oysters is on track to produce 1 million dozen annually and expand their export markets.
Hopefully mid-next year, everything will be fine. POMS is always in the water. It's acted very differently each year, so hopefully we are on top of this and the resistance is starting to build up.
Andrea Crothers, Sky News, Hobart.